So this is a simple e-commerce website created using Django and React. Here we have an option to sign in, sign up. So let's try signing in with some demo credentials. As soon as I click on sign in, I will be redirected to the home page. Here the user can purchase as many items as he wants. Let's try entering few of the items to the cart. So I have added one. Let's add the second item too. So as you can see, the item gets added to the cart. And let's add the third item as well. So the items are getting added to the cart and the exact amount of bill is also calculated over here. And this calculation happens at the server end, and the payment integration, that is the Braintree, is getting loaded up. It will take some while for it to load. Okay, as soon as it loads, we can just enter a valid a dummy credentials for a credit card. As soon as you click on purchase, the purchase gets successful and the items are removed from the cart. And now if you go on dashboard, you'll see these three entries with the same transaction ID. Okay, so this is the project that is created. Now, basically the third item is eliminated because uh, the stock value has become zero for it. Let's check. Let's see what's happening. Okay. This one, not this one. This new LCO shirt. If you can see, the stock has changed. Now, if we just try to enter some value over here and save it, we will be able to see the third item as well. So this is the project that we have created as a part of the course. Now I have gone a step ahead and added some few complexities to the project. The first thing to notice, I have made use of JWT token authentication for authenticating the user. So as soon as the user signs in, I'm storing the refresh token as well as the access token for the for identifying the user at the backend. These two things. The expiry time for JWT, that is the access token, is 10 minutes. That is, after 10 minutes, the token will be refreshed. And the expiry time for refresh token is 10 days. Like after 10 days, the user will have to sign in again so that we get a fresh set of access token and refresh token. So now this complex logic of refreshing the token is getting handled at the interceptors, access interceptors over here. So as soon as we receive a response, that is the token not valid, what we are doing is we are adding a parameter that is retry is equal to true, so that we don't get stuck in the loop like again and again refreshing. Okay, so basically we have a method called handle refresh queue. So this is an asynchronous method that awaits for a refresh access token. This is the helper function refresh access token. Let's check that. Okay, so this is the helper method for refreshing the token. So basically it will hit this particular URL with the refresh token which is stored in the local storage. And as soon as we get the response, valid response, we are storing it into the local storage in the JWT, that is updating the JWT token and returning the response over here. If the response is valid, then we are returning the token, and if there is some error, we are returning a value false. So now basically in the interceptor, what we are doing is we are returning a promise, and based on the data, we are resolving and rejecting the promise. If the data is valid, then we'll call the original request, and if the data is not valid, that is the refresh token has expired, we will ask the user to sign out. So accordingly, we are handling the logic over here. That is, after this particular, as this method is returning the promise, we are having two states, that is resolve and reject. So if everything is proper, everything is valid, then we are changing the header parameter of the original request that was made, and we are calling that request again. And if the refresh token has expired, we are asking the user to sign out. This is how the refreshing of the token is done. Now, the third thing to note is that I have added a dashboard so that the user can see the purchase history. I've made use of pagination, and the pagination basically is dynamic. Like if we add some more items to the cart and purchase this item, it takes time for the Braintree payment gateway to load up. So let's purchase this new item. As I hit on purchase, the purchase gets successful. And let's go to the dashboard again. And as you can see that the second the page number is added. If I click on the right arrow, I'll be redirected to the second page, that is the pagination response. You can check the request that is being made, that is for page 2. And if I click on the numbers, then also the appropriate depending upon the page number selected, the valid data is returned. You can see over here that is page number 1. So these are few of the additional complexities like the pagination, uh, JWT token authentication, refreshing, handling the refreshing talk, using the access interceptors and all those things. These are basically the added complexities upon the project that was uh, made as a part of the course. So yes, this is basically the functionality of the entire app. Thank you.